ريتشارد ميتشل أيها الإخوة، صاحب الكتاب الذي شرخ وغرب الإخوان المسلمون المعروف، ميتشل يقول: أنا قدمت تقريري للجنة العمل السري بالCIA، وكتبت فيه: لكي ننجح في غزو المسلمين فكريا علينا أن نصطنع هذه الوسائل، ومن ضمنها أيها الإخوة تعميق الفوارق الطائفية والمذهبية بين طوائف المسلمين.
Tell you what. Now, to balance the scale, I'd like to talk about some things that bring us together. Things that point out our similarities instead of our differences. Because that's all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. That's all the media and the politicians are ever talking about, the things that separate us, things that make us different from one another. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They try to divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing happens to work. You know, anything different, that's what they're going to talk about. Race, religion, ethnic and national background, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do, keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank.
The Sykes-Picot 2 is an attempt to find a new way, a different way of dividing the Arabs so that the same project can continue into the 21st century, and maybe if they're lucky, that one will last 100 years too. And to continue the zoological metaphor, the elephant in the corner of the room, which I haven't yet mentioned, is sectarianism. The division of the Arabs, not this time between fake states, but the division of the Arabs into confessional, sectarian difference, which can become so profound if acted upon that it acts as a means of turning the Muslims against each other, of fighting even each other, of vying with each other to ally themselves with the Western countries that have come up with this plan. And I've got to tell you, the melancholy truth is that it's already beginning to look like the Arabs will fall for Sykes-Picot 2, just as so many of them did fall for Sykes-Picot 1. If they fool you for a second time, shame not on us but on you. How are they achieving this? First of all, by completely exaggerating the importance of the differences between Sunni and Shiite Muslims. These differences which exist are being exacerbated deliberately, are being worked on by men who don't even know the difference between Sunni and Shia, would struggle even to find a dictionary definition for that difference. But what they know is if they support the Shiites here, they can achieve their goals and objectives, and if they support the Sunnis here, they can achieve their goals and objectives, and even better, they can make the Sunnis in this country feel that the Shiites in that country and vice versa are their enemies. Then Eureka, you've done it again. As long as the Muslims are fighting each other, hating each other, fearing each other, they won't notice that their wealth is being stolen from underneath their noses, that their countries are being occupied, that foreign armies are literally present in their capital cities. Countries which didn't exist became flags to die for. People who once were Arabs from Bilad al-Sham were turned against each other on the basis of nationalities given to them by others, and within that, of ethnicities and confessional and sectarian identities, which existed, of course, when this whole area was Bilad al-Sham, but which have been elevated to a point where they're worth dying for.
أي فخ هذه؟ أي فقه هذا؟ أي فقه؟ والله لو دفعت الملايين المملينة أقسم بالله لإنتاج مثل هذا الفقه وتسعى الأمة لتدميرها ما نجح هذا النجاح. لا إله إلا الله. لذلك أنا أقول لكم شوي سيبوا المشاهد اليومية المبتذلة والمشاهد العاطفية وسيبوا حتى الحدث الراهن وألقوا نظرة طائرة هكذا. شوفوا المشهد البانورامي هذا، حتشوفوا إنه هذا الخطاب الإسلامي بالطريقة هذه دمرنا في الجزائر، راح دمرنا في العراق باسم الإسلام. يعني راحت الجزائر باسم الإسلام، انتبهوا مش باسم شيء ثاني. راحت العراق باسم الإسلام، صراع شيعي وسني شيء إلى آخره. راحت سوريا باسم الإسلام ونصير وسني وكذا وإحنا وحتروح مصر لا قدر الله إن شاء الله ما بتروح بإذن الله تعالى. حق لا إله إلا الله باسم الإسلام، يا ما شاء الله على الإسلام. وراحت أفغانستان وتدمرت وتذبحت باسم الإسلام. إيش هالإسلام العجيب هذا؟ وتقسمت السودان وانفصل جنوبها عن شمالها باسم إيه برضه؟ الإسلام. يا عين على الإسلام. إيش هالإسلام الفصيح هذا؟ إيش هالإسلام ما في حدا بيقف وبتساءل ما هو هذا الإسلام؟ من وراء هذا الإسلام؟ من وراء هذا الخطاب؟ إلى متى سنبقى هكذا صما بكما عميا؟ إلى متى؟ وكان المفروض الإسلام والخطاب الإسلامي والمشروع الإسلامي باستمراره على الدوام والله العظيم ينتج النتيجة المعاكسة. أقسم بالله يكون حلال للمشاكل في الشعب الواحد يا إخواني والله العظيم، مؤلفا للقلوب بقلب القبطي على المسلم والمسلم على القبطي، الشيعي على السني والسني على الشيعي، وهذا صحيح، مقرر لحقوق الإنسان ومتقدما أن يكون الإسلام بخطوات على كل ما قرره الغرب والشرق مقرر من حقوق الإنسان، لكن هذا ما حصل.